new deal, 7-fight deal, which is music to the ears of many boxing fans. Get to see you in action for several more years. What type of names are we talking about in those 7 names?
Whoever you name, they could be in it.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Isaac Cruz.
Yeah, but...
Tank, you say before you retire you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I said that,
Stop lying. You're a liar.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
You know, I gotta ask this, with him moving up to the 135, with the WBC making their announcement, making Devin Haney the champion and Lomo the franchise champion, do you see a head-on collision with Devin Haney in 2020?
Who knows? Who knows? What I can focus on is what I'm doing, and that's putting in Tank in the biggest fights and biggest events out there. Tank, I'm very comfortable with saying this. He beats any of them guys, any of the guys you name at 35. I'm not even concerned about it. When we put Tank in the ring with anybody, we're very confident that he's going to come out on top.
Devin Haney said, quote, "If you don't care to go and make the big fights happen, what's the point of even leaving your current situation? Might as well stay there and be loyal to Floyd." What do you think about that?
he's an email champ. He's an email champ. He's fighting because somebody mailed him the belt. Did that ever happen in boxing before? And he's talking crazy. And he still got, come on. So if you win, you said all that. If you win, I'm not on my contract. Let's make the fight happen, since you was wanting to talk crazy. Let's do that. I want to fight you if you win. Devin Haney.
I love it. Tank, you say before you retire you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I said that,
You said that you're putting your money on Lamont Roach, but if Tank gets the victory, is that the obvious fight that's going to be next?
Yeah, it's the 2 best fighters in boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. I keep telling y'all he got great skills, but I'm better than him. I'm better than him at hit and don't be hit, and he can't beat me. Once again, Tank's style, he's a power puncher. He's a guy that's trying to knock you out. I'm a guy that's trying to break you down, pick you apart, win. If the knockout comes, it comes. So 2 different styles, but I'm better than him at the art of boxing.
what have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of something, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit in boxing.
Tank, you say before you retire you want to fight Devin and Shakur. Is that still the plan?
I never said that. When I said that, I never. Me and fighters, y'all, me and fighters are different. Way different. I don't look at it different. I don't care about belts. I don't care about this stuff. I don't care about this.
Do you worry about taking out your competition?
I worry about getting my money, getting out of it. That's right.
You heard it from the horse's mouth, y'all. Tank Davis don't care about belts, don't care about straps, don't care about legacy, don't care about daring to be great, don't care about pound for pound, don't care about heading to the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, I admire the skills and talent of Gervonta Tank Davis. I believe he got special skills and talent, but he just doesn't care about legacy reigning supreme. All right? My job as a boxing fan first, you know what? Is to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment, that cares about legacy, that cares about being the best, that cares about proving to want to be the best. All right?
And I know y'all will justify it by saying stuff like, well, Tank, man, he got the money. You know what I'm saying? Tank, he getting to the guacamole. Tank this and Tank that. What's up, Supreme Beef, about to talk Carolina Red? Tank getting to the money. Tank only care about the bread. And then when you say, well, if he care about the bread and he don't care about the legacy, why don't he fight those guys for all the money the Turkey Al Sheikh offering him? Man, Tank ain't finna bow down to no Arab. Tank ain't finna. Bro, y'all got this. Now y'all racist. Y'all got all kind of excuses. First, y'all tell me Tank can't fight Devin because the time wasn't right. Then it was Tank can't fight Devin because Devin ain't a draw and he ain't bringing nothing to the table. Then Devin become undisputed and try to force the fight with the WBA. Y'all say Tank can't tell Devin can't tell Tank what to do. Devin got to do what Tank want to do when he want to do it. And plus, Devin got to fight Lomachenko for top rank. Then when Devin beat Lomachenko and says he will stay at 135 to make the fight with Tank, Tank don't want to fight him. So he moves up to fight Regis. And then after that, they say, oh, he too big. Devin too big. Too big for little Tank. Tank too small. This is all facts. I can prove everything, right? Then we say, fine. Us Devin Haney fans, we gave up on the situation. We say, look, man, Devin, just build your legacy, do your thing, forget about Tank. We ain't got what time be. We're not finna chase no grown man around. This dude's a knockout artist. He put people to sleep. And Devin Haney, who's supposed to be pillow fisted, is chasing this dude for a fight. Bro, ain't nobody finna do this, man. Let's move on. Let's go do something else, right? Because Devin too big. And we don't want Devin picking on little Tank, right? So then, Shakur Stevenson, who's at 135, right? Everybody was so big on Devin ducking Shakur. Devin don't want no smoke with Shakur. Shakur. Everybody acting like they Shakur fans. As soon as Devin move up to 140 and beat Regis, all of a sudden this legion of Shakur fans just jump off the bandwagon. Now all of a sudden Shakur is boring. You know why they did that? You know why? It was an organized confusion. The reason why they all abandoned Shakur magically when he was down there with Tank is because they're trying to justify Tank not fighting Shakur. You see? Oh, Shakur's boring. He don't bring nothing to the table. He ain't nothing. Y'all just said he was everything when y'all wanted him to fight Devin. Y'all said he was everything. So when Devin was undisputed at lightweight, y'all said he need to fight Shakur or he'll duck because Shakur is the next. He got next and he this, he that. Devin move up and weight. He leave the whole division to Tank and Shakur. What happened there? Now y'all telling me Shakur Stevenson. Now y'all telling me Shakur ain't nobody.
Talking about belts don't matter. Yeah, belts don't matter because you can't get them. Belts don't matter because you ain't getting them. That's why they don't matter. We all know belts matter. Her legacy.
Lamont Roach Jr. on Saturday, March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The fight will be for the WBA lightweight title. What to expect? The fight will be 12 rounds and the weight limit will be 135 pounds. The fight will be part of Davis's farewell tour, as he plans to retire after 3 fights. The fight will be available to watch on Prime Video. What happened before the fight? The fight was originally scheduled for December 14th, 2024 in Houston, but was postponed. No official reason was given for the postponement, but some speculated it was due to venue issues. Who are the fighters? Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a boxing superstar from Baltimore, Maryland. He is ranked ESPN's number 8 pound-for-pound boxer and number 1 lightweight. Lamont Roach Jr., the WBA super featherweight world champion. Everything is in Tank's favor. Rolando Romero gives Lamont Roach no shot to beat Gervonta Davis. Raleigh Romero says Gervonta Davis holds all the advantages over Lamont Roach in upcoming fight. The thing is, like Lamont Roach moving up in weight, that's not good, man, and you're fighting a vicious puncher, and that's not taking anything away from Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a tremendous fighter. It's just the weight, man. And like I said, you're fighting one of the hardest hitters in the sport. I think Tank is one of the very best fighters, definitely in the lightweight division. I don't think Roach would be a huge threat for Tank. Tank is very talented, very skilled, and also very experienced at this point now. He's fought and seen pretty much every style there is, and his power is tremendous, where he has that knockout punching power, and he has the confidence to do it. It's hard to go against Tank. Again, not to disrespect his opponent Roach, but I think Tank is a beast and he's been proving it every fight, and he probably will win this fight as well. said Mikey Garcia about the Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach matchup. The former champion questions the excitement of a Davis-Stevenson clash while predicting another dominant win for Tank.
Majority draw.
Just got my hair done 2 days ago and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts.
Taking a knee, and I thought it was a blinding jab. Blinding jab. Yeah, that's right. The ref, something's wrong. He took a knee. That's a knockdown.
Now people are waiting to make this video because you see the narrative is Tank doesn't take the tough fights. So I wanted to see who was going to call out if he won the fight against Lamont Roach. But as you see, the fight was called a draw. Let's talk about that draw for a second, and then we'll get to Tank's next opponent.
What caused Tank to take a knee? While Tank was moving forward with a high guard, Roach was throwing jabs. Then Tank threw a solid left, but at the same time he got caught by Roach's jab. It was clear that Tank wasn't really hurt by it. As they got closer, Roach tried to peel off Tank's guard, but still managed to land a right hook. That's when Tank started backing up, and while doing so, you could see him rubbing his eyes as Roach kept throwing jabs. Then out of nowhere, he just stepped back and took a knee. Let's say he didn't look seriously hurt, but the real question is, why did he choose to kneel?
Taking a knee, and I thought it was a blinding jab. Blinding jab. Yeah, that's right. The ref, something's wrong. He took a knee. That's a knockdown.
Now people, you heard the commentators right. It was a knockdown. You know why? Because they know the rules of boxing. People, if your glove touches the canvas or you take a knee, it's considered a knockdown. If they would have scored that a knockdown, Lamont Roach wins this fight because 1, he wins the round, and 2, he gets an extra point for the knockdown.
Taking a knee, and I thought it was a blinding jab. Blinding jab. Yeah, that's right. The ref, something's wrong. He took a knee. That's a knockdown.
Wait a second. And it's called the knockdown. And there's something wrong with the left hand of Floyd Mayweather. We're not exactly sure why. Just the pain from his hand?
And just like we just seen with Floyd, he wasn't hurt. He didn't get hit with a punch. His glove touched the canvas, so it's considered a knockdown. So after the fight, Tank went to Twitter and had this to say.
They took the fight from me and made it a draw because I did that bullshit knee. But I landed the most punches in the fight. He didn't even hit me with a punch when I took the knee. I get it though. I shouldn't have done that, but that hair grease was burning my eyes.
Acknowledge everyone that came to see this fight tonight.
You go, just to give the rest of us some sense of what it is to do what you did tonight. When your eye closed basically in the first round, what were you thinking? How did you fight?
After seeing Klitschko and Morales, I don't want to hear nothing about no damn grease being in your eye.
Midway through this fight, it was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
And what did Tank fans do after that? They found the young lady who did his hair, started harassing the young lady to the point where she had to come out and make a public statement.
I did his hair Wednesday. It's Saturday. He did press gym and weigh in. That's not an excuse. How much grease did I use? Damn.
Now, Tank, this was a close and controversial fight. Clearly, you're going to give Roach a rematch.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next. You might see it in a minute.
Now, who does Tank want to fight next? You guessed it.
Gervonta Davis hints at Jake Paul. Fight after avoiding Roach rematch amidst ref controversy. Gervonta Davis revealed the post-fight press conference last Saturday night that he won't be giving Lamont Roach a rematch next, following his gift 12-round majority draw in front of a booing crowd at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Grease Excuse fans are apoplectic over the referee blowing a call in the 9th round when Tank Davis took a knee after getting caught with a shot. He said afterwards that he had grease in his eyes. The referee still blew it. WBA lightweight champion Tank Davis, 30-0-1, 28 KOs, said the fighter he planned to call out for his next fight came to his locker room before the fight. The mystery fighter was later revealed to be Jake Paul. It's unclear if Gervonta still plans to fight him next, but it looks like he will. Jake Paul pursuit. It probably won't be this year, said Gervonta Davis to the media last Saturday night when asked when he'll give Lamont Roach a rematch. Yeah, it's definitely the one I want next, but it's not going to be next. You might see in a minute, said Tank when asked who is next. I think he was here. He came in my locker room, said Gervonta about who he had planned to call out next. He, Shakur Stevenson, wasn't in my locker room. Next question. After what happened with the controversial decision, it would make Tank look even worse than he already is if he faces the YouTuber turned boxer Jake next. It's still unbelievable that Davis would stoop to the level of fighting that guy, given that there's a whole bunch of fighters at 135 and 140 that fans want to see him fight. Also, how could the Baltimore native Tank walk away from his fight with Roach and act like it never happened? It just shows you that his mind is 100% focused on getting that cash before retiring after 3 or 4 more fights.
People, that fight ain't happening. Jake Paul's a heavyweight, and they're talking about they're going to do some catch weight where Jake has to come in the ring at 190 pounds. But that don't matter. Tank only weighs 135 pounds. This ain't happening, y'all. But shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He told us who Tank wanted to fight next.
He asked him, oh, Shakur Stevenson? He said Shakur wasn't in my locker room. Who is the mystery man? This man, right here. A rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who was in attendance, who lost to Jose Venezuela, El Rayo. This is the man I told you guys, once the negotiations fell through for him and Lomachenko, the plan was never Shakur Stevenson. It was always Isaac Cruz, but Isaac Cruz lost to Jose Venezuela, El Rayo. And then Rayo just lost last night to Gary Anton Russell. The plan was never Shakur Stevenson, even though they kicked the tires on Shakur Stevenson. The plan was always Isaac Pitbull Cruz rematch. Coach Calvin Ford has been telling you forever and a day they wanted to rematch Isaac Cruz. Tank Davis is telling you now the man that was in his locker room is the man that he wants to fight or will fight next, that the Premier Boxing Champions have already set in stone. And he stated he wants the rematch with Lamont Roach next, but that's not what they're going to make. They're going to make the fight with Isaac Pitbull Cruz because he's not in control of his career. Period. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Isaac Cruz was the first man at the highest level for Tank Davis to go the distance outside of Lamont Roach last night. And they've been calling for this Isaac Cruz rematch because they like to put the two fan bases together. Point blank and period. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone.
To look at it, and so when the time expired, even though they looked at it after the fact and thought it was a knockdown, they couldn't make the change because the rules don't permit it to be done. So after the time expires that they're allowed to do it. I know it's a little confusing, but the bottom line is the replay, which is supposed to help and assist to get a call right, was either not utilized or not utilized properly.
With that put in mind as well, do you think that does that factor any potential like appeal or overturn of a result?
No question. Yeah, absolutely. They will. I mean, I haven't spoken to the Roach team. I'll actually call them at some point later today, and I'll just inquire what their plans are. But I have to believe that the Roach team will appeal to the commission, which the commission said they are entitled to do, and they'll give them a hearing and listen to what they have to say. And I believe, based on what the commission told me, that it is not out of the realm of possibility that they could change the non-knockdown to a knockdown, change the scorecard, which would then give him the win. And it is possible. Again, I haven't seen the rules, and I haven't been told this officially, but the people I talked to say, yeah, I think it's in our rules that we theoretically could change the result of the fight. Now, whether that will actually occur or not, I don't know. But I do know it's a huge controversy, and you have a lot of people that just look really bad today, and the probability of there being a rematch to settle the score.
Davis knee no call, says matter under review. The New York State Athletic Commission, in a statement to ESPN, said it is reviewing the matter involving Saturday's Gervonta Davis-Lamont Roach, WBA lightweight title fight in Brooklyn. Tank Davis, one of boxing's top stars, took a knee in round 9 following a punch that landed by Roach. Referee Steve Willis correctly started to count, but when he reached 3, he stopped and didn't rule it a knockdown. If Willis followed the rules and called a knockdown, Roach would have won via decision. Instead, the WBA junior lightweight champion settled for a draw, as he attempted to become a 2-weight champion in what would have represented a shocking upset. Davis, 30-0-1, 28 KOs, was a prohibitive minus 2,000 favorite per ESPN Bet. The New York State Athletic Commission, in a statement to ESPN, said it is reviewing the matter involving Saturday's Gervonta Davis-Lamont Roach, WBA lightweight title fight in Brooklyn. Tank Davis, one of boxing's top stars, took a knee in round 9 following a punch that landed by Roach. Referee Steve Willis correctly started to count, but when he reached 3, he stopped and didn't rule it a knockdown. If Willis followed the rules and called a knockdown, Roach would have won via decision. Instead, the WBA junior lightweight champion settled for a draw as he attempted to become a 2-weight champion in what would have represented a shocking upset. Davis, 30-0-1, 28 KOs, was a prohibitive minus 2,000 favorite per ESPN Bet. 2 judges scored the fight 114-114, while a third judge scored it 115-113 for Davis. During the round in question, following the commission's request for the replay video, there was a technical issue preventing the commission from receiving it within the allotted time for review. A commission spokeswoman stated, "Therefore, the referee's in-ring decision was relied upon and the fight continued. The commission is dedicated to preserving the integrity of combative sports and is committed to working with all promotions and production teams, on behalf of the athletes, officials, and fans, to ensure technical issues do not occur in the future that prevent the delivery of ringside instant replay feeds to the commission's officials when needed." Baltimore's Davis said, after the bout, the reason he took a knee was because grease from a hair treatment Thursday burned my eyes. Davis was also allowed to have his corner wipe his eyes with a towel, which is prohibited during the round. Only the referee has the authority to halt the action. This is the second major incident involving the New York Commission in the last year. In April, boxing star Ryan Garcia's upset victory over Devin Haney was overturned to a no contest after he tested positive for a banned substance. The commission also suspended him for 1 year and fined him 7 figures.
Now, with pressure from the fans screaming robbery, Tank went to Twitter and had this to say.
And say no more. I'm pushing for the rematch. The rematch can be soon, too. like end of May.
Lamont Roach fires back on Twitter, knowing that he had a rematch clause in his contract if Tank lost.
Fuck you mean pushing, nigga, my contract already signed and set for the immediate rematch, because you put that in there just in case you lost. Only reason we don't fight is because you scared.
So now the ball is in Tank's court. Which rematch is he going to choose? Will it be the deserving Lamont Roach or Isaac Cruz? I guess time will tell.
Well, I'm going to be real brief. I don't want to come out here and blow my own horn. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot, toot.